It had to be said. It had to be said. To hell with Russell Brand. Russell Brand is a multi-millionaire. And even if he did assault those women, even if he did do everything that they claim that he did, very likely he's probably gonna get off, right? And part of that reason is because he's a multi-millionaire elite. People like him generally get away. I mean, in general, a lot of people, in terms of rape convictions, the rates are very low. So a lot of rapists get away, especially those with the kind of money he has, right? Got demonetized on YouTube. Who cares? He has a massive audience. He is gonna get paid, and he probably has enough money where he doesn't need to get paid. He can probably not work for the rest of his life, right? Maybe got to sell some assets or whatever. Well, he's gonna be all right? So I ain't worried about him, right? Because his money is good, his business is good. He has an audience that doesn't care whether he assaulted these women. They don't care, right? So his business is good, his money is good, right? He's not being censored, right? He can post whatever he wants on Rumble, and YouTube hasn't blocked him from posting. None of this is about his content, right? Now, if they were shutting down his COVID videos, and it's like, okay, that's censorship, because now he's not going to want to post anything about COVID for fear of getting, hit, right? But since it's not content related, it doesn't affect his ability to post at all, right? Because there's no idea of like, oh, let me not talk about this, let me not. No, this is not in any way affecting his truth telling, whatever, right? Because that's not what this is about, right? He can continue going and like he is right now. He's posting videos exposing the. Think about that. As he's being attacked by the deep state, he's continuing to post videos about the deep state and big tech, this, that, right? So he's not being censored. Right? If he was being censored, he would be, let me be careful about what I say on the platform. No, he's not. He has no fear because he knows he's good. So he's not being censored. His money is good. He's an elite. I'm not going to rally behind an elite. Now, please reach out to me when a regular person like you or I, when we are under attack from big tech, right? When it's a regular person who, and it's just because, you have a preference, they're the ones who need the help, right? We, the regular people, we are the ones who end up getting the sore end of the deal. Unlike elites like Russell Brand, and ironically, many of the elites defending him, right? They can hire the fancy attorneys and what, and even make money from this, right? Meanwhile, you and I, we're the ones who go to prison. We're the ones who suffer, right? We're the ones who get censored when we can't pay our bills because of this stuff. So then we stop doing content creation at all because it's just too risky or whatever, right? Because we don't have a massive audience like this guy, right? So when it's a regular person like you or I that would need the help, that's the reason. We're not doing it just because we have a preference. They're the ones who need help because they don't have the money and resources that an elite like Russell Brand has, right? So then let's talk. Then let's rally around an everyday person being attacked by these massive forces. Otherwise, let the elites do their thing. To hell with Russell Brand. Demonetize him. I don't care. Block his channel. I don't really care. They're not doing that, by the way. But I'm just saying, I'm not worried about Russell Brand, man. I don't worry about millionaires. I don't worry about billionaires, right? Because I know they're not worried about me, right? I'm concerned and focused on and worried about you and I, regular, everyday Americans who have to work for a living. We don't just do it because we want more profit and I want another mansion and I want more attention and fame. And no, we go to work so we can pay our bills, so we can survive, so we can eat, so we can keep a roof over our heads. Russell Brand, he's good. Don't worry about that asshole because he ain't worried about you. Fuck Russell Brand. By the way, please grow up. This is not about censoring him because he's a truth teller. This is about money. This is about profits, right? The business Russell Brand is in is selling advertisements, right? That's where the money comes from. Advertisers don't want the association with someone who's been credibly accused of sexual assault. That's what this is all about. Their bottom line. They don't care what he talks about, right? Russell Brand could make a bunch of videos calling people the N-word and they wouldn't care one bit, except for the fact that that kind of content associated with their brand would hurt their bottom line, right? If there was no effect to the bottom line, they would have no problem. They'd be the biggest free speech warriors. Let him say his thing. Let him call people the N-word. We don't agree with it, but I mean, if that's the way he feels, let him speak. But the minute that it affects their money, that's where they have a problem. This ridiculous idea. I see little YouTubers doing it as well. You know, they get their channel suspended or whatever, and it's like, oh, because I'm telling too much truth. YouTube doesn't care, man. Doesn't care about your politics. Doesn't care you're exposing the government. And by the way, how's that been going? You're exposing the government, exposing the deep state. Is the deep state any smaller? What's changed? We got a lot of truth tellers exposing this, exposing that. And what's changed? What have you accomplished? What can you demonstrate that you have changed? Do we have more freedom as a result of you fighting for freedom? Right? YouTube doesn't care about your ideology. They don't care about you. They don't care about what you post in. What they care about is dollars and cents. That's all they care about. Green. Russell Brand has been exposing the deep state for a very long time, and YouTube had no problem. They loved him. All the money he was bringing into the platform, all the views, they were loving it, man. You don't think if they wanted to, they could have made it so that he never got as big as he did? If they wanted to, Russell Brand would not be a thing on YouTube. If he was a threat to them, believe me, his channel would have not. I mean, you just gotta push a few buttons in the background, just shadow ban his channel. Meanwhile, he has been promoted by YouTube, shown up in people's feeds, and got to the point that he grew as big as he did. YouTube ain't worried about Russell Brand. What they're worried about is money. Wake the fuck up.